are some things that I do as a Turkish wife in order to maintain a healthy relationship to my American husband. Let's start with the fact that I'm a Turkish woman. First of all, let's begin with the fact that Turkish women are just not going to go ahead and introduce one situationship or the other situationship or just from random guy to their parents, because we have high respect for our parents, meaning if you are actually lucky enough to get with a Turkish woman and she's ready to introduce you to her parents, that is pretty legit and pretty serious. And that being said, I will let you know that when a Turkish woman is actually with you, she's very committed to that relationship and to that man, because of the simple fact that she doesn't want her parents to look at her like, what kind of 3 or 4 did we raise? So it is very important to us how we look in front of our families, and we're going to stay respectful. Number 1, it doesn't matter how long my workday was, whether if I worked 10 hours, 12 hours, the time period in my life where I had to work 2 jobs, I always made sure that the food is fixed either before I went to work or when I came home from work. I made sure I get in the kitchen and I fix my man a plate. Now you may think like, why would you do that after working so much? Simply because I'm the woman of the household. My man is obviously the man of the household, so he's going to do the things that a man would do. And I will do the opposite. So therefore, I never felt bad, not one day in my life, cooking for my husband. Any time of the day. Another thing is I make sure that when I do cook, I cook everything from scratch, nothing that is processed, because I want my man to eat clean. I want his cells to be cleansed. I want him to have that good energy. Why? Because my man's physical health is my mental health. Meaning that if my husband gets sick, I'm going to worry. And one of my main goals is keeping sickness away from my loved ones. Here's something that I don't do. I don't show myself online or in public to other men, meaning I don't allow other men, I don't give them the permission, the authorization, the access to certain parts of my body. Why? Because they are not on the same level as my husband. So why would I want to expose myself and my goodies to other men? Why would I give another man the permission to zoom into my cleavage, onto my booty, onto my thighs? He doesn't have no rights. So some things are most definitely exclusive to my husband and myself. Remember that. You can't just give every random guy the permission to look at you. But I understand, because a lot of you are insecure. Y'all call it self-confidence when you show so much skin. I call it the opposite, because you are always looking for that external confirmation from other women and other men cheering you up because you're showing your booty. What? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go out to party, because I don't want to do anything that could somehow influence my decision making. How many women are out there cheating on their men because they were too drunk? How many women are out there stepping outside of their marriage, outside of their relationship, because they had something to smoke? A little bit too many mimosas, or whatever you want to call them. So I don't do any of that. I don't want to, at no chance, be in a situation where I could turn around and be like, oh man, I messed up. I messed up. How am I going to tell my man? And a lot of you chicks don't even tell y'all men that y'all be cheating on them either, because y'all that weak. How is that cruel? How is that right? A lot of you are cheating on your man because he cheated on you. How does that make it right? This is not a tit for tat situation. I don't challenge my man's masculinity, because what man in the world wants to be with a woman that behaves like a man? You don't want to be with a man that behaves like a woman? Let that sink in. So I don't go up to my man. I don't scream at him. I don't interrupt him. I don't call him any names. I make sure that he stays in his place as a man while I'm staying in my place as a woman. And when each party knows their role in the relationship, there's not going to be any role conflict. You know what I mean? There's not going to be 2 men bumping heads about something. I create peace, especially on a day where I know that my man has been stressed. I don't create any drama. I don't look for drama. Because why would I want to be a part of a group that causes drama to my husband in the first place? It could be co-workers. It could be somebody else outside of our home that is causing him some stress. Why would I want to be in that group of people? No, I want to be outstanding, meaning I'm going to give you the opposite of what people are giving you outside. Another thing I don't do is I don't follow trends. So whenever a trend pops up, whether if it's how women are dressing, whether if it's the strong, independent, toxic feminism, whether if it's the attitude that a lot of women carry nowadays, especially the modern women, I think to myself, who is this really going to benefit? A certain agenda, maybe? Because it's damn sure not going to benefit me in my marriage or my dating life if I tell a man, I don't need you, I don't want you, I can do everything by myself. Okay, cool, but then don't be surprised if you're going to end up being all by yourself, singing Beyonce's Me, Myself, and I. You know? What? That's not going to create any happiness for you. How are women going to be happy when they are all alone by choice? I don't care. Nobody is single by choice. You can't tell me. Everybody wants to come home to a man at the end of the day because a man is strong by your side. The sad thing about it is women call me pick me for whatever I do in my marriage and in my relationship. They say I'm only saying and doing things so I can get confirmation from men when it's just the basics. It's just the basics of a woman's behavior who knows her role in society and in her relationship. Nothing more, nothing less.